Can't you come back?
What's happening? Okay.
I'm getting loose.
Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back, Ilona.
Thank you. Welcome back, Marlené. To the Can't you come back? Okay.
What's happening? Just give me a chance to absorb the craziness here. I wanted to say welcome back to another episode of
The Country Comeback
podcast. And on this podcast, we don't judge. We don't
We do judge, but in
in a
nice.
friendly way. We don't judge. How do you judge?
We're not mean girls. We just
There's no bullying here. We're just talking nonsense. You here for the ride, for a laugh.
no.
Let's do this. Okay, so Ilona, about what are we talking today?
We are talking about
Last week.
last week. I didn't want to stop the conversation, but I realized you said you had a history on Tinder as well.
Tinder time.
And we want to know what happened
What happened with what?
with the guy.
With the guy?
The stories.
Apparently it didn't work because I married my husband, not one of them. So yes, you're correct. I was on Tinder a lot of years ago. Thankfully.
Old.
Thankfully, that is in the far past or long past or what past. So I'm glad. But I don't have interesting conversations on Tinder, but what I do have is interesting dates.
Oh.
And where should I start? There's so many. Okay. So the one,
We know the one stalked you.
yeah, the one that I mentioned we finished with. He stalked me. He kept showing up to my apartment. End of story. Okay. The next one, we talked a long time, like let's say a month or two, and we were really hitting it off. I thought he was such a nice guy, and he asked me on a date to go to the mall to go eat something, and the mall was near my house. I was like, yes, let's do this. And when I pitched for the date, when I walked in, he was sitting in a wheelchair. And you guys, I don't judge. You can't help for an accident or being born like that. They shouldn't be handled or treated any differently than us. But if you're not prepared for that shock, for that thing, then so my reaction wasn't like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go, you're in a wheelchair, out. I was not like that. I was just like, why didn't you tell me when we were chatting for 2 months? Because now I feel like
You could have
prepared myself,
and
I've got to, and if I was a girl who knew, okay, I don't want to date somebody in a wheelchair, I don't want to take on that responsibility, because let's be honest, it's a big responsibility, then I wouldn't have
wasted the time.
Yes, let's go to a date, because I bet you he does that to a lot of girls, and then they drop him. Not because
and then
he's in a
like,
wheelchair.
no one likes me.
Yeah, not because he's in a wheelchair, because he lies, number one, he keeps quiet, and number two, he doesn't give them time to process.
Yeah.
So that date was a shocker, needless to say. And the other one, he was a rugby player, not for a big team like the Springboks, but a lower team. Springboks. But so yeah, I should be that lucky, but no, it was like a lower team. He took us on the first date. He picked me up in his sports car, and we drove to a rugby field. Now I know he's a rugby player, he wanted to do something special.
But I'm a chef, I'm not going to take you to the kitchen.
In the middle of the field was a table set up in the sun. I was like, yay, we're going to burn today. So yeah, I roasted like a small in the sun the whole time, and he didn't break a sweat. I was like, are you normal? So it was a very stiff date.
Oh, that's bad.
So I appreciate it. A lot of girls are going to be like, oh, I guess so. I'm grateful.
Feel like the first 10 minutes is always stiff, but then force yourself to loosen up.
Yes, no, that was like 2 hours in the sun, and it was hell. I was just like, on the way back, he knew I was done with him, because he couldn't keep the conversation. That was not my kind of date. If you know me, no, we're not sitting in a rugby field. Sorry. So yeah, that was one of the dates, and another one I can think of now. So he was a pilot. Okay, I didn't see identification, so I can't promise he's a pilot, but he told me he's a pilot.
Oh.
And then he landed with a chopper in a school nearby me on the rugby field and told me, come, let's go for a ride. Now, bear in mind, it sounds very romantic, but I don't know this guy. I don't know if he can fly the chopper. I don't know what.
It can be a rich guy that took his father's chopper.
Yeah. So my mother almost got a heart attack. She was like, if you get on that chopper.
Oh my word, with a chopper.
Thank you.
Girl, I was here when you called our mom. She was going insane.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let my daughter go. Now, if I put myself in that position, I wouldn't do that.
No.
That's hectic. That's real hectic.
It would have been scary. I would have been scared. Can I just say that they talk about helicopter. We went to a very common car
show.
Yes. And there was a helicopter. I'm like, this is the time we're going on a helicopter. Okay. And I'm going to show all my friends we're on a helicopter and that's going to believe us. And my mom and my dad stayed on the ground. We went up. We gave them the phone. Just press play. Literally just press play.
But to give context, that was the time that the touchscreen phones just made their appearance.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was a new thing.
But you touch where you want to go. So, okay. And then we gave it to him. We didn't press play because we had to wait in a line far from them. So we can't press play now. And the memory is full with our life, whatever. We went up. It was amazing. I almost pissed myself. And then
it was a good experience.
Scared as hell, man.
And we didn't think a chopper is that loud.
Yeah. And then when he did the turn, like, I am going.
Like scary turns with us just to impress us, and me and Yolanda were like,
yeah. And then we landed. I was like, ooh, this high. We went to my mom, like, show the video. It was a 5-minute video of my dad and her smiling. Look at them. Look at them.
Look how high they are going.
They switched the camera around.
They had it on selfie mode.
Yeah.
And then later in the video, they realized it and then they start to fight. How do they turn it back? How do I do this? No, you tell me. How do I do this?
It was really sad. No one believed that we were ever on a
chopper.
No.
Oh, sure. But they tried their best. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
It was sad. Oh, and you mentioned that mall near you where you lived in Pretoria. Can I just say, I'm not good. I thought I was good with faces, not names. Let's just say I'm not good with either.
I know where this is going.
You need to give me context. You can't just say, hello, Yolanda. And I'm like, I don't know who we are.
Yeah.
Who you are, I mean. And then
where we are.
Where we are. Where am I? Who are you? And then I don't know where we was. And we were sitting in the booth.
Yes.
Firstly, we were mocked by two fatties. Okay, sitting next to us. They weren't really fat. I'm just saying mocking. Okay, and then I was mocking someone else's laugh, going hee hee, whatever. And then she started doing it. I'm like,
so she mocked your laugh. She was like, hee hee.
No, gaan ons gaan. And then
festival road.
While doing that, so I'm not in shock, but like I'm like,
your attention is on her.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, this guy appears. Poof. And then he's like, hi, Yolanda, do you remember me? And I'm like,
Guys, it was so awkward. She literally looked this man in the eyes and went, no. Sorry, who are you? And he was like, Yolanda. And we studied together. She was, but first.
No, can I not say, it wasn't we studied together.
Oh.
We met at the bar and he told me his whole life story, how he was kicked out of his house and the drama.
How would you remember him? But tell him, what did you ask him before?
And then, but all the waiters were wearing checked shirts.
Checkered, yeah.
And he also did. I'm like, do you work here? He's like, no, why? I'm like,
I'm not a waiter.
I'm like, okay.
It's like, okay, Yolanda, this is going downhill fast.
It was really sad. I'm like, okay. And then he just stands there.
He's just stood there. Yeah. I'm just glad you didn't like the guy because that was the worst interaction I've ever seen.
That was erg.
It was hectic.
That was hectic.
So, this is a very random story. It has nothing to do with our dating lives.
No.
But if I look a little bit down in the dumps, it's because I was down in the dumps. So they are rebuilding my septic tank at my house. Okay. And now it has to be open because they're building the brick walls from the septic tank.
But tell them it's an old one.
It's like
It's
20
a
years
used
old.
one.
It's like, of course, because it's my farmhouse, it's like 20 years old. So, and then they left it open because they're still not finished. Our wonderful builders, still not finished. And then they came. I'm not crying, you are. And then they came and they built and they left it open, and I forgot about it. And I opened my dogs, and one of my German Shepherd puppies jumped in the septic
And he was like, I'm going to help you.
and I just heard splashing and barking, and when I ran there, and she's like in the middle of it, not on the side, in the middle, and she's just like splashing it everywhere. I was in hell today. Hell and back. I've seen it. I'm scared of nothing else anymore. I've seen everything. I had to drag her out, you guys, to save her. So she's okay. I'm not. I took like 6 showers and a bath.
You're scarred for life.
I'm scarred for life. Here I am.
Things have happened with that septic tank. Okay. I'm not really.
The septic tank has a history.
Yeah. And then it's just, I don't know why we built it there, or why our parents built it there.
It's like next to the house.
You're going to park here. Parking is here, and the septic tank is in the middle of the 2 parkings. And then you can drive a bit over it, so you need to go like this and then go in. And then we don't know why, but we came in and then stopped on it.
With the cruiser, yes.
Yeah, a cruiser with a firefighter tank.
With water in.
Yeah, and it just pooped. Thankfully,
into the septic tank.
Thankfully, the wheels caught not the
the
wheels, the bull bar and the back metal thingy.
Yeah, the nudge of what, the bull bar and the, I don't know what, the back.
Yeah, that thing, the steppy thing. And then I was just walking home, and then I just heard bang! I'm like, what the hell? I looked back, this one was running. She fell flat on her face.
Like
the cruiser was in the water. I'm like, Marlené, what are you
in the septic tank.
Yeah. And then I went there, it was stuck in there, it was a whole thing trying to get it out. And then my dad showed it, or like what? He gave instructions what to do, Nini. And then
no, he sent someone with the tractor and a chain and said, pull the cruiser out.
we were in the I think large what?
Middle school.
Yeah.
And then my mother came and said, no, don't you drive it. Let me climb into the cruiser. And the guy came with the tractor behind the cruiser, and he chained up the cruiser. And now he's going to reverse and try to pull the cruiser out. But now my mother has to give gas to help it along
But just
in reverse.
now, just a bit. And then I was standing there. I'm a really dramatic person, okay?
All
a very imaginative.
And I'm standing next to the cruiser, and my mother's climbing in, and she's like, my father's okay, start reversing. He's showing the tractor guy, okay,
But we
start
told her
reversing.
just slowly.
Just nicely. And she went like, but it stuck.
Yeah.
So it just went like high revs.
And then the exhaust went into
the exhaust pressed against the side of the septic tank, and then the silencer went like,
and it's just white. I'm like,
no, it was black feathers. It was like, it looked like black feathers, but it was black plastic or rubber.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It was just black everywhere. I was like, I'm in hell.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking like this, but I was like, I'm in hell. I'm dead. We died. It exploded. I died next to the septic tank.
And the next moment, the wheel caught ground and it got traction in that high revs.
Yeah. And there was someone in between the
tractor guy, meanwhile, got off the tractor just to adjust something with the chain.
Yeah.
And he was like this, and my father yelled, get away! And when he went back, my mother reversed into the tractor.
Boom.
With a bucket.
And then it got more harm. It got more.
Yeah, it got more damage.
Yeah.
With the reverse inside the tractor is that it did in the
septic tank.
falling into the septic tank.
Yeah,
that was my fault. So 50-50 with me and her. So you guys, I don't want to see that septic tank ever again. Ever again. I'm done.
You're over there.
A septic tank is
So Marlené, the real question is, how did you know after all those Tinder dates that your
To
husband,
all those,
hundreds.
my husband's gonna love this episode.
hundreds and hundreds of Tinder date stalkers, did you know that this was the one for you?
Okay, so I didn't meet him on Tinder. We met at a nursery. So it was like a restaurant. I was like nursery because you love plants, he liked plants.
I'm a word, man.
So, oh. But anyway, it's like a restaurant, nursery with fishes,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of place.
Yeah.
And he was there and I was there.
And he loves pet shops with
He
fish.
loved, yeah, and we just locked eyes. And yeah, he asked me if I wanted to go on a date with him sometime
No,
because he helped me with something and we started to chat.
no,
And then I said, no, I'm free today because it was like a Saturday.
no.
And he's like, okay, let's
Well,
go.
that's the extrovert coming out in you. I would be like,
I was like, no, come, let's sit. Yeah, and then we ordered and he ordered and we ate and yeah, we just like 3 hours later,
oh wow, okay.
I was like, I like this guy, and he thought the same.
I'm a mad at my name.
So it was a meet cute. What do you call it? A meet cute. We have a cute story of how we met
Oh,
randomly.
I meet you.
A meet cute. So,
Oh, my, that's so cute, man.
no, thank you. So yeah.
And that's why I feel I need to work on it. Because I say if you want something, you need to go for it. I would be like, oh, no, I can't go on a date with you. Not because I'm insulted, you asked me, you're weird. I need to prepare myself mentally.
It was too quick on your,
No.
you know, too short notice.
No, I can't do that. Marlené, I have big news.
Yes.
This week's episode is
Yes.
sponsored by Dermawell Salon. Thank you. And it's also locally Boetaville.
I'm just looking for your business voice. But Krizan is great.
Amazing.
Great
And
with facials, you guys. And what did she do?
she transformed my face. Okay. Boop, my before and after. Okay. And then she brought out her new organic
product range?
that she makes herself. Yeah.
Wow.
Rain. And it's amazing. That did all that to my face.
It's very natural,
Yeah, all
organic.
natural. Yeah.
Okay. And you have a very easily irritated skin.
Yeah.
So it helps
a
you.
lot. Yeah.
So now you know she has her own WhatsApp group for orders.
Free delivery.
You see, it's such a comfortable vibe.
Yeah.
So she's
It's
great at what
amazing.
she does.
And she's at a lot of like local markets, so you can find her there as well.
So remember the name, remember the product. So thank you for another Boetaville business supporting us. Thank you so much. We love local.
The story about these glasses were, I never go. I feel like I'm better than the store. It just gives me a creepy vibe. Sheet Street.
Sheet Street, is that place still open?
That's where I got these glasses, and it was like hid away, underneath like a shelf there. And I literally got on my knees and called in, got it, and it was like heavy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Dust.
dust, and yeah, it was dirty. And then I got it while I was doing this. No one even noticed the glasses, but it was really cheap. That's why I got it. And then this other lady bumped me. I want some too. What is this?
It wasn't even on the rack. You didn't even see it.
It's this Goodwill. Get away from me. And then I took all of it. I would not have taken everything.
But just because she was mean.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good on you.
I was random as hell. Fake Tani. Fatty. Again. And I'm just joking. And then the other incident, this is why I'm never buying cheap
Glasses.
and
Houseware.
houseware again.
Cutlery.
Yes, everything. I went to a surprise and there was cups, mugs for 15 rand. I'm like, this is my deal, because she always gets the sales, and then when I go, it's like triple the price. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this. I bought again all of them. I think there's like 2 left. I bought like 20. They keep popping. When I make coffee, poof.
That's why they're so cheap. I don't know what else. I'm too tired, you guys. It was a day. It was a whole day. Okay, you guys, so let me tell you. My sister and my mother is on the social aspect, the same person, because they're not very social and outgoing and extroverts. They're very introverts, okay? And we went to a guest house, okay? As a family, we went away. And then my father and my mother walked in first.
Yeah.
And my father and my sister came in second. And the woman that's working at the reception, she was like, hello to my mother. My mother was like, hello. And then
so
she saw
awkward.
my father and you.
Yeah.
And she was like, hello, because she's greeting us.
Yeah.
And my mother went back again.
Greet us. My mom greets us with that weird same voice.
Like, are you mocking her? Why are we greeting again? What's happening?
I was like, Mom, what are you doing? Stop it. And then she's like, hi, guys. I'm like, no, stop. Mom.
Shame. So my mother just thought she liked us so much and greeted her twice.
I think we were too quick, and then she thought we were other guests. And she was like, nice.
Trying to be nice, and my mother didn't know what's going on.
No.
Bless her soul. Closing time. What's happening?
Jy gaan terug. Ek so dronkie, nee.
Is there alcohol? Is there alcohol? I was singing and then it chased me.
I thought it was coming in.
Wait, I'm singing closing time.
Gaan nou.
Bye, you guys.